Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this dress. It's very simple to follow and it's pretty straightforward. So if you want to make one for yourself, grab your fabric and let's get started. This is the fabric I'll be using and it's a soft crepe fabric. I have 3 yards here. So to start the pattern from the edge, I'll come in by 1.5 inches, and I'm using 1.5 inches because I'm creating false buttonholes. So that just means that the buttonholes will not be like real. I'll be using zip at the back of my dress for closure. But if you don't want to use zip and you want your buttonholes to actually work, then you come in by 2.5 inches or 3 inches. So after that is done, I'm going to create a start line, and that line will serve as my shoulder line. From the shoulder line, I'll come down and mark my armhole line and mark my bust point. I'll also mark my under bust line, my waistline, and then mark my hip line. So that hip line is where I want the upper part of the dress to stop. So you don't have to use your hip line. You can come down from the waistline by 4 inches, 3 inches. It just depends on what you want. And I'll also be adding half of an inch for joining allowance at the very bottom. So I'll just go ahead and connect the points. I'll insert my shoulder measurement divided by 2, and I'll put the same thing on the chest line and connect. For the neck width, I'll use 3.5 inches and the neck depth will also be 3.5 inches, and I'll just connect these points together. I'll come down 1 inch on this line for my shoulder slope. And from that point, I'm going to find the center of this line and come in half of an inch so I can create my arm curve. So this is a sleeveless dress, so I'm going to shorten the shoulder area. So I'll come inward 2 inches and I'll just connect that back into the armhole. On the chest line, I'm going to insert my bust circumference divided by 4. On the under bust line, my under bust circumference divided by 4 and my waist circumference divided by 4. I'll also take down my nip to nip measurement. I'll put that on the waistline and on the chest line, and I'll just connect it all the way down to the hip line. On the waistline, I'll take half of an inch on both sides for my dart. I'll also do the same thing on the under bust line. I'll take half of an inch on both sides. Now from the bust point, I'll come down by 2 inches, and that's because I'm busty, but if you're not that busty, you can use 1 inch. I'll also go up by 2 inches. Afterwards, I'll connect the points together. From the waistline, I'll come down 4 inches to create the extension of the dart. I'll also create a dart around the armhole area to minimize gaping. So from this very end, I'll come up by 4 inches. And from that 4-inch mark, I'll go outwards by 1 inch for my dart. And I'll connect that to meet this point. I'll extend this line here by half of an inch, so when I'm joining the darts, I'll have enough fabric. Moving on, the darts that I used, I'm going to replace it back to the side, so which is 1 inch. I'm just going to put that on the waistline and on the under bust line. Also on the bust line, I'll insert my bust circumference divided by 4, and on the hip line, my hip circumference divided by 4. After that, I'll add my sewing allowance and connect the points together. I'm going to put down tiny arrows so I know where to add my joining allowance. So it's around the center where the dart is, on the neckline, in front where the button will be, and also on the armhole area. Moving on to the back pattern, I'm going to mark a start line which will serve as the shoulder line, and I'm also going to mark a side line here which will serve as zip allowance. From the shoulder line, I'm going to come down and mark my chest line, mark my waistline, my hip line. I'll repeat the same thing on the other side and connect. On the shoulder line, I'll insert my shoulder measurement divided by 2, and I'll put the same thing on the chest line and connect. The neck width, just like the front, will be 3.5 inches and the neck depth will be 2 inches. Just like the front, I'll come down 1 inch on this line, then find the center of this line and go in half of an inch to create my armhole. I'll also shorten the shoulder area just like the front and connect that back into the armhole. I'll put down my bust circumference divided by 4, my waist circumference divided by 4. I'll take my nip to nip measurement on the waistline and on the chest line and connect. I'll take half an inch on both sides for my dart, and I'll just connect this to touch the chest line. For the back dart extension, I'll come down by 5 inches and connect. Now the 1 inch I used for dart, I'm just going to replace it back to the side here, and on the hip line, I'll mark my hip circumference divided by 4, and I'll add my sewing allowance and connect. Just like the front, from this point here, I'll come up and mark 4 inches, and I'll connect that into the chest line. On the waistline here, I'm going to contour the back of my dress, so I'll just come in by half of an inch just so I can reduce any zip bulge. I've cut out the pattern on my fabric, and I've also added the sewing allowance, and I have 4 pieces of the front and 4 pieces of the back, so I have 2 pieces of each pattern. The first thing I'm going to do is join these 2 sides together. I've joined the dart. The next thing I'll do is mark the allowance I used for the button area. So it was 1.5 and then I added half an inch for sewing allowance. So I'm just going to mark down 2 inches. So once that is done, I'll fold it like so and take it to my sewing machine and stitch it down. What I'm going to do now is take one piece and place it on the other piece, and I'm going to stitch it shut. But if you're going to be using actual buttonholes, then this is the part where you're going to create your buttonholes and insert your button. But I'm using false buttons, so I'm going to stitch it close. Now for the back piece, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to join these two sides together. Once that is done, I'm going to join the back piece to the front piece. So I'll sew along the sides and also the shoulder. Now for the bottom part of the dress, that's the gathered part. Now the full length I want for my dress is 36 inches. So that's from my shoulder to where I want the dress to stop is 36 inches. Now where the first part of the dress stopped was on my hip line. So from my shoulder to hip line was 26 inches. So now I'm going to take 26 inches from 36 inches and I'm left with 10 inches. So now what I'll cut is 10 inches plus 2 inches for the joining allowance and my hemming allowance. So the total I'm cutting out is 12 inches. So that's what I'm just marking down here. And for the longer part, you just have to multiply your hip circumference by 3. I'm going to take the bottom part now to my sewing machine and gather it so that it matches the upper part. After gathering, what I'm going to do now is join the bottom part to the upper part. After joining them together, now I'm going to attach my zip to the back of the dress. As you can see, it's coming together now. So the final thing I'll do is mark where I want my buttons to be placed. After doing that, I'm going to be attaching my buttons. So just watch how I do it. After inserting all your buttons, your dress should come out looking like this. This dress is so cute and perfect for casual outings. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button and share with your friends. Also, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section or you can send me a DM on Instagram. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!